as a man, you need to express yourself. Don't express through emotion, but you need to express what you want, and you need to express what you feel is right. You need to express what makes sense, right? When dealing with women, or even when dealing with other people, but especially with women, it's crucial that men don't express emotionally, right? No woman wants to deal with an emotional man, right? That just can't handle his emotions, you know? Oftentimes it's the nicest men, like nice, like the dude's nice. Oh, he's just so nice. Oh, yeah, he's just so sweet, he's so kind, he's so caring, he's so loving. Those men are the worst men on the planet. They are extremely emotional into themselves. They're only the reason that they're so nice to these women is to get what they want. And a woman's going to see that if you're being nice, right? She's going to see that and she's going to be like, why don't you just be real? Why are you acting so feminine? Why are you being so passive and indirect, trying to fake like you're this nice guy to get what you want? Why don't you just say what you want? Why don't you just say it how it is? Why don't you just be real? Why are you faking? Why are you pretending? Like you're just this, oh, so moral being. Like you're just freaking the Buddha out here when you're clearly not. It's men like these, the super nice men. Nice. It's men like these that are oftentimes the most um, imbalanced, most undeveloped, most tyrannical in relationships. Behind closed doors, these men are the most abusive in ways, you know, not necessarily physically abusive, but they can be quite emotionally abusive and psychologically manipulative. But women don't want, see, this is often how women act, right? Nice men, that usually stems from a lack of a masculine energy. They're usually heavily lust driven too. They're always very lustful. They always need to be in a relationship. They're always codependent. They don't know who they are. You know, they don't have a lot of internal fortitude or strength. They don't have a lot of discipline. They're not working on their own inner shadow, like their own inner, difficult emotions. But they have this sort of uh, facade that they put up to everybody in public, like, oh, they're so thoughtful, they're so considerate. They're the considerate ones, they're the thoughtful ones, they're the ones that treat women well and with respect and kindness and say all these kind words. That's all BS, right? It's too much. Like, women should see this, and they do. They kind of sniff this out. That's why women don't really like nice guys, right? Because they know that it's just a fucking sham, right? They know that it's just a show. That really underneath, and they're more in touch with energy. Like, let's be honest, like they're more in touch with energy. And a lot of times these dudes don't have good energy. Like their energies is bad, you know. But they will get the women that, again, like attracts like. So they'll get women that, let's be honest, they're not that great of women. They're not that developed. They got a lot of shit to work out. They got issues, man. They got issues, and they're really, they really got no better options. But they know, even women like that, they know something about this guy like kind of makes them sick after a while. Like the when we're like, are you really this nice? Are you really this nice? And a few months goes by, a year goes by, 2 years goes by, and lo and behold, the man is not good. He's not fair. He's only as nice as him getting what he wants, and then he can be pretty cruel, pretty rude, pretty emotionally unleashed. You can suffer the wrath of a man's emotions, and usually it's the nice men, right? The nice men. That's the thing about like men that are considered a little more rough, right? He's just more masculine, more dominant, more just kind of don't care, more just how it is, to the point, more just I'm gonna say it like it is. They are seen as misogynist on the surface, you know, the world, and even women. They'll label these guys like, oh, he's so, I'm sure he just hates women. He must hate women, or he must, he's just so callous and he just don't care. Look at how he just doesn't care. He doesn't care about women, blah, 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 blah. But it's these men that actually get the good women. Well, not always. They can, if a, not to say all men that act like this are mature and developed, right? You can have a man that's kind of nonchalant, don't care, bad boy vibe, and he's just really like fucked up. Like he's just actually that damaged. Like he is just bad, and you know, very toxic. Damaged women will. Low self-esteem women, low self-worth women will be attracted to that kind of guy. Yeah, but I'm not talking about that guy. I'm talking about the one who is real, right? Few, I'm not saying that this is that you come across these types of men all the time, but men that are very in touch with, they're very actually emotionally intelligent, right? They're very in touch with their darker side. They're very in touch with their sort of dysfunctions, right? They've done a lot of work on that. They are very disciplined. They don't need escapes from life. They don't need a pill. They don't need to drink alcohol. They don't need to smoke weed. They don't need to masturbate, look at porn, constantly have sex with women. They don't need to do all these things to distract themselves from reality, right? Men that are disciplined, that are engaging with reality as much as possible on a daily basis. These men are very real. And because they're real, women actually respect men like this. They respect men like this because they just, exactly that. They are real. They're doing the real work. They're not fake. They're not faking anything. They're not trying to lure you in with some promise of like, oh yeah, I'm so nice. I'm going to buy you all this stuff. I'm going to be just so great and tell you how great you are and all this stuff, when really, with the other hand, they got like a knife to your neck. You know what I mean? That's in the case of the nice guy, metaphorically. But they just are what they are, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna tolerate that. You're gonna have to do a lot of things for me. This is gonna be you're gonna have to help me as much as I help you. You are going to have to submit. I'm going to lead. I'm going to make the ultimate decisions, you know. And it's not to say that a woman can't get what she wants, right? It's not like some controlling thing. It's not like you're controlling. It's just you're very set in your ways. You know what you want. You're going to get what you want, and you're upfront about it. You're upfront about what you want. Women like men that are upfront about what they want. Just just say it. It's not even women hate men that don't say what they want. Just communicate it to her. Just say, yeah, I want this. Or make a decision. If she ever asked you to make a decision, make the fucking decision, bro. Don't be like, oh, whatever you want. I hear that all the time. I hear that all the time. Oh, whatever you want. Whatever's good with you. Oh, I don't mind. That's it, right? Oh, I don't mind. It's like, no, just she's asking you to make a decision. Make the decision. She's literally giving you the lead. She wants you to make the decision. Make the decision. And if she tries to get in your head afterwards, after you make a decision, she tries to like, oh, but we could do that. Just be like, nah, we're gonna do this, and then just be matter of fact about it. No, you don't have to be controlling. A lot of this is just energy, isn't it? A lot of this is just energy. A lot of it's just energy because you can say, one man can say one thing and another man can say the same exact thing. But a woman might actually respect and want to do and follow sort of the decision of the one man and not the other man because of the energy with which he said it. It just exudes a confidence, a power, an intelligence, a wisdom, a discernment about it, just a natural calm attitude about it. Whereas the other one sort of had a little wisp of, insecurity, maybe unsure, unease. That doesn't give her, that doesn't make her feel good. I have to tell you, human beings are sensitive to energy and they don't even know it. A lot of people don't even know that they're sensitive to energy. Some do. Some do know that energy plays a huge part. It's the unspoken language of human beings. Like it literally is. Energy is a language. And you gotta have enough depth and enough awareness to sense it, right? And women are more in touch with this naturally. They just are. They just are. They're naturally more in tune, in touch with energy. They can sense when a guy has good energy, right? And that's really just such a big key in attraction and dealing with women and getting the women that you want, getting women with equally good energy. You have to have good energy yourself. So, I've said it often, and I will continue to say it, that there is no handbook for dealing with women. There is no step-by-step course that you can take. There's no video that you can watch. There's no podcast that you can watch, books you can read to give you just the proper information, the right information for you to just killing it. Yeah. Now you're just like as good as golden with women. No. No. If only it were that easy. There's really no easy way. You have to do it the hard way. To be good with women, you have to go through hard things. You have to first, if you want a good woman, you first have to be a good man, right? If you want a woman with good energy, you're first going to have good energy yourself, and you're going to have to take the proper steps to do that, to make yourself the most energy efficient, energy abundant organism that you can. reduce the friction within your organism, then the universe can work through you. You can attract good things. You can attract abundance because you have abundance within yourself, right? It's a virtuous loop. It's a virtuous feedback loop. And you know, this is really just it, man. There's no easy way. This isn't easy to it comes with a lot of pain. Like, you're just gonna have to deal with all your demons. You have to get off of all your stuff, all the substances, all the drugs, all the distractions, all the things that keep you low, keep you numbed to your pain signals that you need to feel, that will make you better, that you need to feel to be better. That's the only way to get better. And that you need to feel to now get an abundance of core energy within you. That's going to make you an attractive, um, energetic, efficient sort of organism, right? So it really is key to dealing with women that you just need to um, say it, express it, right? Don't suppress what you feel. That's feminine. That's what women do, right? Men are upfront. They express what they want. They just express what they don't like. And they express it matter of factly. Like, just balanced. Like, is just, this is how I feel. Effortless communication, right? No games, no, guesswork, no harboring resentment and giving the cold, sort of cold treatment or whatever. I mean, absence is one thing. Lack of attention, withdrawing attention is, I think that's appropriate in some respects, but not necessarily a cold shoulder. You don't want to be like holding grudges and like, I'm just gonna ignore you now. And like, that's just, nah, that's awful. That's awful. A woman will sense that, and she'll just be like, you're a basket case. You're like a woman. Why don't you just say what you're like? Just talk. Just talk. Use your words. Use your words. Right. But you don't talk emotionally. You don't let your emotions get you out of balance. You deal that her. You don't throw your emotions on anybody. That's not their problem to deal with. You deal with your emotions like a man. You deal with them. You feel them. You don't make anybody else feel your emotions, right? You need to work on expressing yourself in a very matter of fact, logical way, where you're expressing what you want, you're expressing what you don't want, you're expressing what you like and what you don't like, but in a very matter of fact way. And with you doing this, then you can sense if a woman is actually healthy or not, or if she is, kind of toxic. You have to use your intuition and kind of sense these things. Um, because your intuition is very often right. It's almost always right. If you just trust your gut, trust your intuition. If it feels wrong, if it feels like she's toxic, and that you are very, like, you've done a lot of work, you're very good, like, you're very comfortable expressing yourself, you're very comfortable with discussion, right? If it feels like she just don't want to, like, she doesn't care what you want, she doesn't, because it matters what a man wants, right? I'm here to tell you, might be the first time you ever hear this, but you're ever hearing this, but it matters what you want. As a man, it matters what you want greatly, right? And your needs and your wants matter. And she needs to want to satisfy them, right? She needs to want um, to be of service in that way, right? If she's not, then there's obviously a problem, you know. Um, it's not to say that you won't serve her needs and take care of her, right? But you're just very matter of fact about what you want. And it's just a certain way, right? You expect certain things. I have a certain standard. I want certain things. And yeah, I'm just gonna speak my mind, say what I want, and that's it, right? You don't like you're not controlling. You're not gonna be like, oh, you know, if you don't do this, blah blah blah, and you like treat them like garbage if they don't do it. Like, no, if a woman doesn't do it, that's on her, right? If a woman won't like help, if a woman's not submissive and serving you in certain ways, and you're telling her that you want that, um, then you need to decide for yourself whether, she's one that you still want to be with, even if she chooses not to serve certain needs, right? Is it something you want to deal with? If so, okay, then shut up about it and deal with it, right? If not, okay, get out of the relationship. Pretty simple. So, or if not, try to express it again. Say it one more time, plainly. Don't, don't be crazy about it. Don't be rude about it. Don't threaten anything. Just say what you want, right? If still no, then clearly she's probably not, you guys aren't compatible, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Go your separate ways, all good. All good. No harm, no foul. But a lot of people, they're so codependent, they don't they don't want to leave a relationship. They don't know when like it's proper just that it should just end. And yeah. You need to express, but in a balanced way. It really is for the better. Don't suppress. Don't hold grudges. Don't act femininely, right? And a big part of this is just withholding masculine energy within yourself. I have a lot of videos on semen retention. Check that out. Semen retention, absolutely key. Getting your lust under control, absolutely key to being the best version of yourself, right? So that's it. That's the video.